Hello and welcome. This week I will address spiritual integration. I once approached a Trappist monk and I asked two questions. Now, for those who may not be familiar with the Trappist, they're a religious order who are cloistered monastics. They do not take a vow of silence, but do strongly believe that quiet and calm opens us up to a state of receptivity. And this state of receptivity is very important to a spiritual experience. In addition to spiritual activities, which include communal prayer and works of mercy, manual labor is also part of their focus. That's how they, in part, support causes and their own monastery. Now, their daily life consists of rising early at 3:30 in the morning and ending at 8 p.m. at night, at which time grand silence is observed. And grand silence simply means absolute silence in the monastery until the following morning. Now, I'm explaining this to provide insight to the life of the monk to whom I'm addressing my questions. So I asked him, given all that you do, how do you fit your daily human life into your spiritual life? He responded quite unexpectedly than I had thought. I don't, he said. I fit my human life into my spiritual life. This was an aha moment for me, for the message was clear. The spiritual life is the foundation. It's the container, if you will, of our human lives. Then I asked him another question with a slight intonation. I said, how difficult that must be with all that you have to do. Now, I quite remember he responded with a smile and said, no, we have it easy. It is you who have it difficult with all your responsibilities, being out in the world and its challenges, dealing with many different people and world affairs. How true. Now, you might be thinking, of course he can integrate the spiritual with his humanity. He lives in an environment conducive to living a spiritual life. Yet what I'm proposing here is that we can elevate our spiritual life through silence and simplicity in every moment. Every moment. It becomes a matter of what we call, or what I shall call, attentive awareness and receptivity. This process, I strongly believe, can occur at any moment, whether we live in a monastery or out in the world. But do understand, it's a wordless moment. Let me repeat that. It is a wordless moment. You see, our minds are very quick to react to our experiences. For example, if I'm walking down the street and the wind is strong and blowing, it is the mind which identifies that it's the wind and evaluates its intensity and direction. But what if you just experience the wind with no thoughts, no words? What would happen? In this simple moment, I believe you would experience a sense of harmony with nature. It is an awareness that seeks nothing. It is an awareness of silence. Once we identify it in that moment, you see, put forth an identification, our mind objectifies it. But if we don't, we experience an awareness that produces a relaxed state and can move us far beyond our analytical minds and open us up to the mystical. In these moments, sometimes ever so brief, we can experience our divine nature and know without mind that we are one humanly and spiritually. Does it take some effort? Yes, of course, because we've become conditioned to rely on our mental faculties and not trust our inner experiences. Rather, we need to trust that we are already inherently and innately spiritual and in union with others in the world. I leave you with a quote by Teilhard de Chardin, the French philosopher and theologian, who wrote, "We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience." Thank you.